What's up, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. So today, still going to do the trade recap. I'm kind of having a coughing attack, so if this is heavily edited or whatever, that's because. Let's dig directly into the charts. I want to keep this brief, so let's dig right into it. So euro dollar, this one was an unfortunate one. And why was it unfortunate? Because this entry right here, it was on Monday. And I did not know that on Monday it would be bank holiday in the US, because if I did, I wouldn't have taken this entry at 6 a.m. simply because I would be expecting this to actually kind of not have as much volatility and possibly break the high again and then move down. And that's exactly what happened. So I took the first entry, which to me, this looks absolutely beautiful. This is an absolutely beautiful entry. You have the ascending channel right here. So you have the ascending channel followed by a solid impulse down and a very flat flag. Like, this is what I always tell you guys that I'm looking for, a super flat flag. You have the impulse down, correction, it doesn't go way too steep, and it simply retraces right away. And what happens? We lose momentum right here, and boom, we retrace. And this to me was a beautiful entry. If I didn't know that this was a bank holiday, I would have waited for another break of the high and retrace, which was what ended up happening and made a lot of percentage. So I got tagged out in the next hour, but that's fine. That's what normally happens with these type of entries, and it simply is what it is. And then if you would have entered here, you would have banked like a total of 7%. You would have managed your trade until here. So I know that some of you entered in this second trade. I know that a lot of you entered in this first trade, and understand that either is fine. The non-discretion one was this one. So if you did enter, don't worry. This was a really, really good entry in my opinion. But yeah, that was the only entry that I had on EU, because after you have very volatile price action, what normally follows is a little bit of a more corrective price action right here. So nothing here for myself. So let's move on to the next pair. So EJ I entered on 2 trades. Now, there is one trade that I would not enter again, which I will tell you why. So let me tell you a secret on EJ. EJ loves ugly setups. It's to give us bad price action where you see, oh, this is range bound, and then it simply does this quick entry, a very quick entry, and then it goes. So what happens right here? This is exactly what I see in this price action right here. Messy price action, and then it starts going. My problem right here was the fact that I entered in this trade even after I left the entry on, even though there was this candle. I should have not entered in this candle, because on EJ, I want to focus on the trades that tag me in and go. Nothing else. So what ended up happening is I got tagged in and I got tagged out, because that's what EJ does when it's not a quick entry. But let's look at this next one. What was this next entry like? This entry is still running, so nothing, still a little bit of profit locked in only. So what is this? This is messy price action, right? This is messy. You do see you kind of have this like triple top. We've grabbed some liquidity here from this double top, and then we started moving down. Higher time frame seems like it wants to move down. We have lower lows constantly, higher highs. So you see that we're probably going to move down. But again, I had an entry set right here after this candle close, but I did not get tagged in. I was not going to do the same mistake as I did here, so I removed my order after I did not get tagged in there. If this candle would have done this, I would have not been tagged in because my order was not there. It was not a quick entry. But what happens afterwards? We keep breaking, so all of a sudden the high is right here and the low is right here. Then we move on another candle, the low is right here. And what is this? This to me is a continuation of the possibility of this continuing to move down. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a quick entry to continue this move down. What happens? I get tagged in and the trade keeps going down. This is prime setup on EJ. Was this high probability? Well, you do see that you have these wicks here at the bottom. Yes, but the thing is, EJ is ugly. Like, I can show you on my notebook. I was doing naked charting on EJ, and what I wrote down, I don't know if you will be able to see, but biggest percentage entries I see are very, very messy, which is what I was able to understand after looking at price and price and price over and over again with Euro Japanese yen. That's why I ended up entering in this trade. This is messy price action, yes, but you have the confluence of higher time frame being bearish, triple top, grabbing the liquidity, moving down, some momentum. We are approaching New York session, which means more momentum. So you get tagged in and it starts going. Then right here, you are able to lock in some profits right there. And right now we are just playing between this range right here. So the high is right here. We currently have 1.45% locked in. And this is like this pulled back a lot. We pulled back to this inside bar, but once again, it's not a quick entry, so I am not entering. I was going to enter on this trade here too, but this was approaching 7 p.m. This was approaching spread hours. This was approaching the time with not that much market liquidity. So I was happy just staying out of that. So this started moving down, moved back up, moved back here. I was not going to enter because now this is a big pullback. I'm not looking to enter in big pullbacks. So for now, this is currently running 4.32%. I have 1.47% locked in. So we'll see what happens next week. On to the next pair. So Aussie US dollar. On Aussie US dollar, I also took one loss and I'm currently in one win. What you can see right here is that just like EU, we have higher time frames showing us a lot of bearishness. And I was looking for this to do something like this and enter. But we broke the low and we retraced. We broke the high and we retraced. But right there, we made a nice ascending channel right here, which just broke this high and started impulsing down. This to me showed me that there's still a lot of momentum short. And because there's momentum short, I want to be where the momentum is. And I want to be in line with a higher time frame and market sentiment, which is short. It's bearish. So I wanted to enter in the first opportunity. So the entry is right there. Once again, I did not know that it was a bank holiday in America, because what happened is that we were just ranging the whole day, and right here, almost at spread hours, we broke the low and we started retracing, which made me lock in, reduce my risk to 4 pips, which is 2 pips plus 2, which is 0.33% loss, which is perfectly fine of a loss for myself. And then onto the last trade that I took on this week and on Aussie dollar, which was this trade right here, which was a continuation trade, which comes from a very nice impulse. This range here was very, very messy. It was. But I like the fact that we never became very steep. This wasn't something like this. This was basically a battle between orders right within the high and the low, until we decide where we want to go. And what happens? We just break the high, we grab the liquidity that was standing above here, and then we completely break lower. So I saw this momentum, I saw the market sentiment, I saw the higher time frame structure still being bearish, and I was like, okay, let's enter, let's see where this goes. And currently, so I entered right here. This ranged around still, playing along with this because this seems to be fair value to a lot of institutions, I guess. And sooner or later, we are going to grab the liquidity that is laying below here. So that's exactly what we did. At the end of the market, like, we started really impulsing down, and currently we have this inside bar. So once the market opens, we'll probably lock in some profits at around like 1.3%. But yeah, that's basically it. I currently have around 0.67% risk on the table, and currently running 1.77%. On Aussie Japanese yen, I did not take any trades. This was quite range bound for a while and no trades for myself. So to break all the trades down, we have a minus 1% trade on Euro US dollar, which is unfortunate. This next trade did bang people 7%, which was a great trade, and I'm happy for anyone that entered. I took this minus 1% loss that I would not take again on Euro Japanese yen, but it's followed with a trade that is currently locked in 1.47%, but is now running net 4.41%. So that's a good trade that is currently running. And then we have Aussie US dollar, which I took a minus 0.33% right here, which is completely fine. And it's currently running 1.79% and with 0.67% locked in. So next week is looking good. We'll see what the market still has to offer for next week. I'm not sure if I will be able to upload this on time simply because my internet is horrible and I'm currently sick and I cannot leave the house. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing weekly trade recaps because I've never done the keeping up to date with all the percentage that I'm running, and I don't want it to affect my trading. So it's not because it's a winning week or a losing week that is going to make me feel better or worse. Maybe I will shift this into a monthly trade recap. So let me know if you guys would like to see that in the comment section below. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for all the best wishes that you've guys been giving. Last 3 days we've had three videos, so make sure to check all of those out. If you guys appreciate the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Peace.